Hi Wendy, are you ready for our interview?
Hey, yeah, come on.
You have a lovely home.
Thank you. Want to sit right here?
Sure. You look amazing.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you going anywhere?
Oh no, I just came back from a book signing actually, from my first book.
Oh, how did it go?
It went amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you get nervous?
I did, I was just nervous. Like a good type of nervous though. Like just waiting to see what everyone was gonna say, and it's just meeting a lot of people.
Yeah. How long did it take you to write your first book?
A good 4 years.
How did you come up with your title?
With my title, I usually don't have a title when I start working, and when I finish the story or finish the book, I take what my character got from it and kind of just incorporate that in the title. And Rare was just something that my character in my book was feeling about herself.
So what age are you mostly writing for?
I like to believe that my writing probably goes towards 15 and up, around that young adult age. There's teen years, so
Yeah,
I think they're the most relatable.
What steps do you have to take in order to publish your book?
So once you're done with your book, you have to get it to an editor. After you get it to the editor, it's going to go through a lot of editing, because there are going to be a lot of errors, even though I do my own editing, and there will always just be errors. So after it goes through that, after it's a clean final draft, I tell my agent, hey, I have a clean full book and I'm ready to get a publisher. So my agent, he already has connections and already knows who would want to publish my type of book. And the thing about this industry is that there's a lot of people writing books and sending it to publishers. So it's a high competition. So, my books sat for a good 3 months until they finally got picked up, and they probably dabbled around with it and gave me a shot.
All right. When did you start writing?
For the most part, I always wrote my entire life. I always wrote short stories, poems. I even had my phase of where I wrote lyrics, so.
That's good. What do you love most about writing?
What do I love the most? Everything. It's my escape. It's where I can finally put my thoughts onto paper, onto something, and make something out of my thoughts. Because up in here, it is crazy. There's just so much in my head, and then when I finally put it down into words, it's so nice to see what can come out of it. So I love that I can just fully, let everything out through my words.
Did you want to become a writer?
I think part of me already felt that I was a writer, and I realized that writing was another escape of mine, could be another escape of mine. And so when I realized that, it sort of had me thinking maybe this is something I can do when I grow up. I don't know. And here I am.
Where do you get your information or ideas for writing?
Everywhere. Everything inspires me. Books, movies, songs, my friends' experiences. I gather all of it, and I just always jot anything down on my notes, straight to my phone. I'll just jot it down, this and this happened, this could be an idea, this can be this can be that. Anything, everything just inspires me, and I get ideas from everywhere, absolutely everywhere I can. I use all my sources that I could possibly use.
What does it take to become a writer?
A lot of patience, passion for writing, most importantly, a lot of creativity, and dedication and self-motivation, because this job, you don't have anyone coming to you like, hey, like you need to get this done by this time and you need to do this, and there's no prompt for you to, like it is based off what can you do, how long can you do it for, and is it gonna win the hearts of the majority, So it takes a lot of dedication, self-motivation to be writing, yeah.
Where did you go to school for college?
I went to Valencia Community College down here in Orlando, and then I got my AA there, so I was directly transferred to the University of Central Florida right after, and I got my bachelor's over there.
What did you major in?
I majored in English and with a minor in creative writing.
How much would you say it cost you?
Well, because I had financial aid, I had a federal Pell Grant, and for all my 4 years, they covered all my classes, and I'd say it was a roughly $18,000 to $19,000 that the government, helped me out for. But since my family does not live in Orlando, I had to get my own place, and I chose to live in student housings that were helped by UCF itself. So with that was like almost $30,000 in just rent. So that was out of pocket.
What was your first job after graduating?
Well, so I kind of had my first job in my, I want to say sophomore year. I had came across this website called Writer's Work, where they just wanted you to love writing and have creativity. So I was like, yeah, I do both of those things. And then what the site is itself, it teaches writers to become copywriters. And so that was kind of my first gig. There's a lot of people on that website looking for people to copyright for their businesses, for their products, for their websites, so many things. And that's where it kind of got started for me, And by the time I graduated college, I was already writing. I was starting on the book that had just came out, Rare, and so yeah, after 4 years, after five or 4 years, it became a bestseller and everything, and that was kind of my first job.
What is copyright?
Copyright is essentially what you see that captivates you to go to certain websites. When you Google search something, I make sure that with the first title that you see, you're gonna want to click on that title because it's what you're looking for. And once you click on that, you see all the pretty colors and you see the pretty style that everything is, but that's the web designers. They design the whole website, but they don't write anything on it, and that's where I come in as a copywriter and basically summarize what the product is, what the business, whatever my client want their customers to believe about the product, business, whatever it may be. I summarize it and I make it creative, and I make it so that other people will choose their company, to work with.
What is your typical work schedule like when you're writing?
My typical day? Well, let me give you a quick insight. I like to take the first hour of my day. I wake up early around 6 or 9, depending on how late I sleep. And I take that first hour to eat breakfast, listen to music, do some yoga, do some gratitude journaling, where I write everything that I'm thankful for, everything that's going great, just some light gratitude journaling. And after I do that, I come into my office. Here, and I spend the next 4 to 5 hours just typing, writing, putting down ideas, drafting, throwing away ideas, going crazy with my thoughts. And then I will have lunch, maybe do some exercising. I'll look through my emails, my cold emails from my clients with my copywriting job, and I'll see what I have to do. I'll do some little work in that, maybe an hour or two, and then I'll go right back into just writing, going crazy with my ideas, thoughts, everything. And by the end of the day, I'm exhausted, and maybe I'll watch some Netflix, or sometimes I'll connect with my readers on Instagram. That's my typical day of my work schedule, to say the least.
That's great. What did you do to ensure you would become successful?
I would say that I did a lot of praying, but most importantly, I kept my head held high when times got really frustrating, really hard. I tried to be positive. You know, you have to constantly be positive in this industry, and I just made sure I didn't give up on my dream. You know, even when no one was there to support me, or when there would be people telling me that I shouldn't do it and anything like that. You know, I never let people discourage or let me down. I sacrificed a lot of, going out with my friends and staying late out. I sacrificed those times to stay in, catch up on sleep, catch up on work, whatever I needed to do so that I could become successful.
Do you still work as a copywriter?
Yes, that is a side gig that I continue to have. I have a few clients, and I still work on writer's work. It's a great website. It's very helpful, and you can get a lot of work there.
What do you have to do exactly?
So usually they send me what they need me to do, basically what they want me to do. They tell me, hey, I need you to create content for this product. This product does this, does that. Sometimes they'll send me the product they want me to basically sell off, and I'll try the product out and kind of give my own definition on it. And sometimes I blog for them as well. They do a lot of blogging, and then they ask me hey, fix it up or be more creative with it, and that's what I just do.
What is the purpose of writing to you?
My purpose for writing is to inspire, it is to help, it is to just comfort anyone who needs comfort, anyone who needs to know that they're not alone, anyone who needs an escape,
Does writing have anything to do with your purpose?
It has everything to do with my purpose. I believe my purpose is to do artistic and social work using my personality traits of sensing and thinking, and using my strengths in relator and developer through my independence. And what that all means is that I love to understand people, and I love to help people, the loved ones, my readers, everyone. I love to inspire, I love to be inspired, I love to comfort others, and supporting and loving. And that has everything to do with this because, I put a lot of trust with my writers and editors, with my editors and agents. They put a lot of trust in me, and I put a lot of trust in them. My readers put trust in me, and I put trust in my readers, and all that trust builds support, and without support, you can't have relationships, and without relationships, you don't have anything, So it all builds into my whole purpose of just being happy and loving others and being able to make an impact in someone's life. If it's at least one life, then I'm happy.
What is your primary message to your readers?
What I'd say, my message to my readers is that life is not easy, and an easy life would not be fun. You need the highs and lows. You wouldn't know what being at the top if you didn't know what being at the bottom felt like. And you need to love when there is hate, and you need to be able to accept love when you can't give it to yourself, and be open and be kind, and to never stop chasing your dreams, ever, ever. Never let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do, ever.
Well, that was awesome. That's the end of our interview.
Okay.
And this concludes our interview.
All right, awesome. Thanks for coming.